Wow, wow, wow. All that shit talking you out there doing. All that running your mouth. All that tough guy act. All that disrespectful, absurd, ridiculous statements that you made. Going towards Devin Debo Haney. Yet, you don't want to fight the man. Yet, you're absolutely ducking an offer that Gervonta Tank Davis fan buddies act like ain't on the table. Yet, they want to call Devin Debo Haney a duck. Gervonta Tank Davis has been ducking every world champion, ladies and gentlemen. Has been ducking Devin Debo Haney. Does not want to fight anybody at 135 that's a world champion. Continues to use Devin Debo Haney's name and Shakur Stevens' name to stay relevant in the sport of boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis has an offer on the table, and everybody wants to act like they don't remember. And the dude has yet to sign. As you see here, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Haney Jr. made a statement in regards to Gervonta Tank Davis's ridiculous comments going towards Devin Haney and his mom, RIP. It says here, sign the contract or shut up. It don't take much to put somebody into an integration room or into a freezer. Sign the contract. Did the Gervonta Tank Davis fans forget that their fighter has yet to accept this fight? A great offer? A $15 million guaranteed? With a 55-45 split? A pay-per-view revenue? A way better offer than what Gervonta Tank Davis and PBC and Al Haymon were trying to rip off Devin Haney with? A 70-30 split with no guarantee. No guarantee, bruh. The biggest fight of both fighters' career. No guarantee. Ladies and gentlemen, actually, a 70-30 split with negative $10 million. A negative $10 million deal. Yeah. Because there's no guarantee and these dudes are going to get paid in the back end. They've got to pay off the expenses it costs to be able to put on that fight. Which could be anywhere from 7 to 10 to even more millions of dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, they could rob the hell out of this event. A 70-30 offer with no guarantee. A 50-50 offer with no guarantee. Negative $10 million when there's $15 million guaranteed. With a 55-45 split in revenue. Bro, Gervonta, this man don't want to fight Devin Debo Haney, ladies and gentlemen. He don't. He wants a 70-30 split with Devin Haney cutting down to 144 pounds. First of all, wants to deplete the man and put a rehydration clause on top of that. Who the do you think you are, fool? Gervonta Tank Davis is absolutely irrelevant in the sport of boxing right now. There's a reason why whenever we talk about Gervonta Tank Davis, it doesn't have to do with fights. It's always about some stupid outside of the ring. I told y'all yesterday, before all this came up on my channel, we barely covered Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. He is irrelevant. Everything that's going down in the sport of boxing right now. We don't even know what the hell this man is going to do, what division he's going to fight in. The dude just basically gave his bat away. Gervonta Tank Davis has not fought a good fighter since 2023. The you talking about fighting one time a year and hasn't fought in what's going to be 2 years by the time he comes back, bro. His last fight, his last outing was a draw where he looked absolutely retarded. Should have lost that fight against Lamont Rhodes Jr., who, ladies and gentlemen, just lost his last fight. Don't look good against William Cepeda. And before that against Frank Martin, bruh. The same goddamn guy that had a draw when they hear Albright. And before that, Ryan Garcia, who he had a rehydration clause on. Get the out of here, fool. The only thing that's keeping Gervonta Tank Davis relevant in the sport of boxing are his own fans, the people who continue to want to cover this guy. There's nothing to cover. It's absolute bullcrap. It's not in boxing. It's outside the world of boxing. If I'm Devin Haney, I'm looking at Gervonta Tank Davis like you're a goddamn fool. You trying to offer me? You trying to offer me, fool? A 30-70 split when you are absolutely irrelevant? When you ain't got nothing going on? When you continue to attach your name to me? I don't need you, bruh. I don't need you. I got my own thing going on right now. I've got all these different fights that are on the line, ready to go for me. I've been relevant in the sport of boxing, holding it down, giving back to the fans. You haven't did shit but beat women. And you want to act and come back like you and your fans is like, oh, well, he brings the money. He brings the arena. You know, he brings the tickets. The tickets are going to sell. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all keep Gervonta Tank Davis's name alive. Y'all always be talking about the clout of this man. Ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta Tank Davis is not relevant, bro. Devin Haney don't need this man. Devin Haney has did enough, is in the position to where he deserves. Bruh, they gave you a 55-45 split of pay-per-view revenue. You don't want to fight the man. You want to deplete this fool. You're asking for 73. You want to deplete him. You want him to have a rehydration clause when you haven't done nothing. Ladies and gentlemen. And without Devin Haney, who you going to come back and fight? You ain't fighting Shakur Stevenson, I'll tell you that, bruh. You ain't fighting Shakur Stevenson, I'll tell you that, bro. You ain't unifying with no other world champions. You ain't even a world champion anymore. But guess what? You wasn't going to unify. You've never been a unified world champion. Because you're a coward. And you duck a lot of fights, bro. That's a simple goddamn fact. You have a 55-45 split of pay-per-view revenue with a guaranteed $15 million. And you are trying to get a 70-30 split with no guarantee, paid on the back end, negative $10 million offered. You don't want to fight Devin Haney, bruh. You and your fans are absolutely ducking the man. And y'all want to continue to say, oh, nah, but he deserves a 70% split. He deserves it. For what? What has he done? What has he done, bruh? Shit. Man, bruh. The Gervonta Tank Davis fans are some of the most delusional people I've ever met. And the fact that they try to call Devin Haney a duck, y'all is so goddamn dumb, bro. Oh, man. Gervonta Tank Davis don't deserve no 70, bro. He don't. He don't. Guess what? You want to deplete this man? You want to put up a dumb offer like that? Guess what? Go fight somebody else. Go attach your name to somebody else. Trying to act like you don't need Devin Haney. Why you keep talking about this man? Why you continue to entertain this fool? What does Shakur Stevenson say? He's gonna stop talking about Devin Haney. Because he's irrelevant. Because I don't want to give this man the clout. What are you doing with Devin Haney? Looking for the clout. Looking for the clout. And there's an offer on the table and you still don't want to take it, bruh. Y'all fools is absolutely jokes, bruh. I swear. Y'all don't want to take this fight with Devin Haney because you know Devin Haney will beat the goddamn hell out of Gervonta Tank Davis. That little midget. I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, Gervonta's a scary fool. He acts all tough. His fans try to act all tough. Trying to play the devil's role, trying to defend somebody that's absolutely a horrible person. For what? What does he do for the fans? What does he do for the sport of boxing? But shit on everybody. His last fight, he backed out of a rematch with Lamar Roach Jr., which Lamar Roach deserved, to go fight Jake Paul. Get the out of here, bro. And instead, he ain't even fighting nobody in the ring. He's beating women. Yeah, he thinks he deserves a 70-30 split coming into the boxing world again in a fight against Devin Debo Haney. You got me up, bro. You got me up. Put this in your head, bro. Floyd Kid Austin Schofield, who was petitioning, who was getting ready, who was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis all day. If Gervonta came out and defended his WBA lightweight title, if he came back and defended his title and fought against Kid Austin, that fight probably would have went to purse bid if they didn't agree to any type of negotiation that was better than 75-25 split. So it would have went to a purse bid, and Kid Austin would have got a 25% split. 75-25 to Kid Austin. And you're trying to offer Devin Haney a 70-30 split? Do y'all not understand how delusional that sounds? He don't want to fight Devin Debo Haney, bro. The man is scared. High risk and wants to get paid the highest money. Ladies and gentlemen, because if not, we make this a 50-50 split. I don't want to fight him no more. I'm scared. I don't want to fight him no more. Pussy, bro. Pussy, bro. Telling you right now, Devin Debo Haney don't need no Gervonta Tank Davis, bro. Gervonta in my world is absolutely irrelevant. When he comes back into the world, even if he fights a goddamn tuna, the dude is embarrassing, bro. I can't believe you guys keep on backing this dude up. But he comes back and he has a big fight. He becomes relevant in that moment. But guess what? As soon as that fight ends, the dude is a crash out. Dude is beating women. The dude is taking breaks. Irrelevant again. Just an absolute, like a flea, bruh. Gervonta Tank Davis, right now at this moment, is so irrelevant when it comes to inside the ring boxing, bro. And the Gervonta Tank Davis fans want to continue to talk his name up like he's the greatest fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely sad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.